Ahoy, hoy, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the O Files, where I tell you a funny, embarrassing story about myself. However, I think I'm going to switch it up today. So, I'm sure you've seen the thumbnail where I, yes, moi, almost died. um, so, once upon a time, back in I want to say it was 92, 93. I was going to a summer camp at this park across the street from where we lived. And one of the field trips we took was to this wave pool in, want to say it was Bolingbrook, Illinois. So if you are familiar with what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments. Have you been there? Uh, I have not been there since, not because of this story, it's just I never had a reason to go back or an opportunity or a situation to go back there. So I don't even know if it's still open, to tell you the truth. But yeah, it was this pool, which most of you are probably familiar with, where these waves are generated, like these huge big waves. You're just in the water, just going up and down as the waves get bigger. So we did that. Now, um, when the waves are not all day, they turn them off, they turn them on, they turn them off, they turn them on. So when the waves are off, that allows people to now go to the deep end of the pool and jump off the diving board. So, I was probably like 11, 12 years old, and I don't know how to swim. You know, black people don't know how to swim, but I didn't know how to swim. I could get away with like some butterfly movements and maybe a doggy paddle here and there in the shallow end of the pool. But like all my friends and homies were going off the diving board, and I just kind of felt left out a little bit. So I thought, well, let me practice like in the 5 feet area, kind of sink to the bottom, and then I'm just kind of gracefully like swim and float my fat ass back to the surface, right? So I had this whole plan what I was gonna do, and I was practicing it in the 5 feet of water, and for the most part, it worked. So I was like, okay, if I just go into the water, do this with my feet, I will make it back to the top. So I walked around. I climbed up the board. Looked like I knew exactly what I was doing. Like I have done this like thousands of times, right? So I didn't jump off the diving board. I just kind of walked off like someone was making me walk the damn plank. And I took a step and I went straight into the water, right? So now, in addition to me not knowing how to swim, I can't really open my eyes underwater either unless I had like some goggles on. I don't think I had goggles on for some reason. I didn't have goggles on. Why didn't I have goggles? I don't know. Y'all, when I say I was floating to the bottom and I was doing my little like, I can tell this was not working. But I can just feel my body just doing this instead of like floating. I don't understand how they say like fat people float, but I don't know. But anyway, when I tell you that thing that they say when you're about to die, like your whole life flashes before your eyes, my life was flashing before my eyes. Like I was thinking about my childhood. I was thinking about like the now with like my Nintendo at home, and I'm never gonna be able to play my Nintendo anymore. Like I'm not gonna make it to high school. Like I was legit like I just fucked myself. So very faintly I could hear a splash. And in my head I'm thinking it's just the next person. There was actually two diving boards. There's two diving boards. I was on. I don't remember. But I heard a splash. Like I could hear a splash in my ear from this side, and I just thought I was like the next person diving off the board. So I'm like, okay, this is it. The news is gonna say they pull a poor black boy out of the water But I had felt someone grab me, like put their arms around me, whatever. I still can't see. My eyes and I open. I'm starting to lose like breath, and someone is now like swimming me back to the top. It's like burst out of the water. I'm breathing, getting my breath. I'm looking around, and it's this woman around me, right? Thank goodness for lifeguards, because the lifeguard was like, this motherfucker is. I think we do my job. So this lady had to splash into the water, come get me, rescue me, pull me up. Um, Everyone's cheering because I didn't die. She got me out of the pool, and then she took me to this back room, and she made sure I was okay. Like, yeah, I'm fine. Oops. Stupid 12-year-old kid. I don't know. And so I had to sign all these papers saying that I don't know what they were, like waiver papers or something after the fact. I guess I wasn't gonna. I don't know what the papers are for. I had to sign a whole bunch of papers, and then she walked me back outside, or back into the pool area. And she walks me towards the shallow end of the pool. She says, "You see that line?" And it was like the 3-4 foot line. She says you can't go past that line anymore, like ever. So I got banned from like crossing into like the 4 feet and beyond portion of the pool. I was so embarrassed. And so yeah, I can't go nowhere without there being a damn story. But yeah, and that happened. So I remember I came home and I don't remember anyone even asking me like how my day was. But I was, if they did, I was probably like, okay. But I never did tell that story to anybody. Not because I was embarrassed. I mean, I lived to tell the story, so why wouldn't I tell the story? I didn't tell the story because I didn't want people for the rest of my life saying, "Are you sure you can get into the pool?" or "Be careful of the pool." Like, I don't need all that in my life. I finally revealed that story a couple holidays ago to my family. I don't even know what the subject was. We were talking about some kind of death subject. And I said, "Oh yeah, I almost died one day." And then I finally told the story. But yes, kids. So the moral of today's story is: if you don't know how to swim, don't be stupid. Don't be doing stupid shit. Okay. Uh, I should look up to see if that pool is open. And go back there one day just for the nostalgia. I don't think they took my picture, so I don't think they know like what I look like. Well, yeah. So that's my story, and I'm here to tell it. So, hope you enjoyed, and I promise the next story will be more cheerful uh, and funny. I have a list, though. I have material. All right, so like this video, subscribe to the channel if you have yet to do so, and I will see you in the next episode. So, TTFN.